the craziest year, quite frankly, that it's, yeah, there's still potentially 5 teams that could make the tournament. We have 1 game left to play. So it's been...
And you have the you control it.
We control our destiny, yep. If we win, we're in, which is exactly what you want. It's certainly not the position that we'd hoped to be in going into the season, but I think considering a lot of the things that we've been through, we're really pleased actually with how hard our team is fighting, and I believe in them. Like they're a good team. There's little things that we keep letting slip away, but they believe in themselves, and I think at some point it's going to click, and I hope that that's Friday night, because it's to honor Jill and Jesse is going to be emotional and hard. And I mean, with those who have been to our program, they're the first 2 that have been with me all 4 years that we recruited. So it's emotional. It's hard. It's hard to lose those 2 and see them move on. But it's also, they're graduating and have big futures, and you're happy for them in that respect. So Friday night, we need everybody out there that we can get out there, and we're hopeful that we can show up and put together 2 full halves, which we've been struggling to do a little bit lately.
Hey, Coach, you know, Jessie Hicks, she's an El Dorado girl, and you've known her for, I guess, when she was a little gal, because you've been involved with the El Dorado program. So it must be really special for you guys going out this Friday night with her, playing her.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, Jessie tore her ACL, so I think everybody that's kind of been following our team has known that since Boise State, which has been why we went from top of the conference to mid-level of the conference. It's you can't replace Jessie Hicks. She's who she is on the field, who she is off the field, her character, her integrity, her work rate. Like I've never met anyone like her. So it's to lose her, you lose kind of your heart and soul. So it's been really difficult, but really a privilege, because I went to El Dorado too. So to me, it's to have somebody that came from your high school that you've known since they were this big and get the privilege to coach them here has been really special. So it's going to be hard to lose her.
What do you tell the team about like tempering their emotions and stuff like that for a game like that? Because as you said, it'll be emotional, but you don't want it to get in the way of getting the job done on the field.
Yeah, I hate senior night. I hate senior night because it becomes about emotion, and sometimes for a team that's not a good thing. But I think for this team it is. I think for this team to play for something bigger and play with a little bit of desperation and try and get it done for Jessie and Jill, I think it would be good for them. So we've not had Jessie now for 6 games, so it's been 5 games. So it's been a learning experience and a learning curve, and we're giving up goals that we didn't give up when Jessie was in, a lot of off corners and crosses where she would normally head a ball. So we've kind of been dealing with the emotion of not having Jessie earlier than we would have liked to. But I think you see a lot of leadership from Jill, and she's going to step up and play great on Friday night too.
Coach, as you get along this far in the season and remember where you started and the progress and development, like right now your team has an ability to wow you. Say, wow, that's good soccer. What is it about your team right now that makes you say exactly that?
We have a team that when they play composed, we can keep the ball. We don't have to play direct. We don't have to play this kind of run and gun style that I think we've been successful with in the past. So that part of it is really exciting to me, that we have players that can put a ball down and keep their composure and put something on the field that's enjoyable to watch. But with that, you're asking young players to play composed, and that doesn't always happen. So sometimes the wow moments are wow and wow, kind of a high and a low. But they are, I mean, we returned our entire team other than 2 kids, which is exciting. So they're a team that came out in the first game of the year and beat Texas Tech when we were at full strength. We've lost, at this point, we've lost starting goalkeeper, starting center defender, starting holding center mid, starting 10, I mean, one of our best players coming off the bench. So it's been a roller coaster of a year. But I think the only way to go through fire is to run through it. So these kids are learning every game.
So are you honoring the girls, Jessie and the other girl, are you honoring them before the game then?
We will, yeah. We'll do a ceremony for them before the game.
So it's kind of you almost wish you'd wait, because they do cry.
They do, yeah, they do.
And so, but then...
I do, not just them, yeah.
Well, I think they do too.
Yeah, no, all of us do. It's hard. We become a family, and so anytime part of your family leaves, it's emotional. It's hard to see those kids leave the program, but it's also, I mean, one of the things I'm most proud of is that our kids don't leave the program. They're just not playing. They're still a big part of it, and they're at our games, and they're at practice, and our alumni feels very connected to what we're doing. So, yeah, it's tough, but it's That's what you do, you honor them.
It's kind of a big game for San Diego State too, because it's for first place.
Could be, yeah, could
Yeah.
be. If Boise State wins, then it's done. Yeah, San Diego State will finish second.
Okay.
So
And I know they both have 2 losses, so.
they do, but Boise State beat them head to head.
Okay.
So Boise State controls their destiny to win the conference.
Okay.
And we'll know, some of those games are played a little earlier, so we'll know a little bit before the game starts, but it's in our hands. That's what we want. You don't ever want to depend on somebody else, so
Yeah.
we'll show up and play with the same fire we have all year on Friday night and hope that it's enough.
Which is maybe off the subject just slightly, but the NCAA Board of Governors voted this morning to allow players to be paid.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that?
I mean, I have a mixed range of emotions on it. I think it's more of a football and basketball issue because there's not a whole lot of people offering to pay our players money. We're a non-revenue producing sport, so to me, I'm not in favor of it. I think amateurism should be amateurism, and I understand all the ins and outs of it. But to me, I think personally, what I would do is you can go directly to the pros. So if you don't want to play in college, don't. If you want to go straight to the NFL, go straight to the NFL. No problem.
And Coach, it's a great disadvantage to our conference because when the Pac-12 and the Big 12 and Big 10 are getting $30 million plus from their TV contract, they have money to throw around
Yeah.
where we don't.
Yeah.
And they could go after great recruits where you probably won't get them because they're going to get some money. And it
Yep,
really
yep.
puts the conference like the Mountain West in a really disadvantage because we don't have that kind of TV money.
I would agree with that, yeah, I would agree with that. But I mean, the disparity in college sports is fascinating anyway. I mean, I played at Florida State, and their women's soccer budget is over $1 million, which is significantly larger than mine. And you're fighting for the national championship, the same one. So there's no disparity like that in the NFL or the English Premier League, or like it's 337 Division I women's soccer teams. So the disparity is already there. But I believe in amateurism, and maybe that's old-fashioned of me, but.
The one sport that you're lucky about getting girls from the state here is soccer. I remember when they had men's soccer here, and now with the women's, of course, you do get most of the better girls, it seems like. I know you're losing a couple every year, but that's nice, so that, you know, we do have some pretty good female soccer players here.
Yeah, without question. I mean, every year I think one of our top players has been from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Without question. I mean, Leilani this year, Jessie Hicks, Emily Chavez the year before. I mean, a lot of New Mexicans come here and do really well, which is important to me.
I think it's because they know you've been around so long.
Yeah, that might be why they're leaving. No, I'm kidding. No, I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
I think anytime that you can wear your own state on your chest, it adds a different element of pride. Like, it's a big deal. And, I love representing our state, and I know the players that stay here from Albuquerque do too.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.